almost do a year, and today we're going to be talking about gin. The festive season is upon us, and I know a hot topic is how to or not to enjoy alcohol this season. And then one thing I want to say before we get stuck into the fun stuff is that if you've been on a health journey this year, or you're just new to the process, December is not the time that you want to be digging your heels in and trying to avoid or be extremist when it comes to alcohol. So what we want to try and show you today is just how to have a healthy-ish festive season with your favorite tipples, and we're going to be focusing on gin today. I'm joined by the fabulous Slee, who is the founder of Mzansi Gin, a fantastic local gin brand, and she's going to be speaking to us a little bit about her brand, how she got started in gin, and why gin is such a fantastic option if you're trying to stay healthy-ish over festive this season. So Slee, over to you.
Hi Candace and the viewers. So gin. Yes, why not gin?
Why gin? Why gin?
Yes, so gin is actually one of the healthiest spirits.
Yeah.
It is distilled, and it's distilled from fresh botanicals,
Yes.
which is ingredients that are healthy.
Yes.
All your herbs that you put in the gin when you distill, they're all actually healthy botanicals. So we don't have any additives. You don't have any sugar added in your alcohol. You just have your spirits. You can use from any spirit that you want. Alcohol, I use cane as my base of spirits.
Okay.
And you have your juniper berries, which is your base of any gin.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can choose any botanicals you want to use. If you want to do on the citrusy, famous route, you can have your famous and citrusy gin. Again, all your botanicals, all your herbs.
All your
herbs.
Listen, and I was just reading this label, and she really does have all the herbs and spices in there. It's like, this is actually a super healthy drink.
You have your rosemaries, you have your corianders, and if you want to make it more of a fruity gin, then you will add your raspberries or your strawberries in your stills when you distill the spirits. So basically, when you get your 43% gin, you're getting all goodness of herbs.
All the goodness of herbs. So now it
herbs.
does sound, when you do read the ingredient list, it does read like a little bit of a medicine cabinet, right? And is that not how gin started? As an actual tonic, it was an actual medicine.
Yeah.
I mean, when did it become something to enjoy?
But then I think people realize actually you can actually heal with it and enjoy it at the same time. Why not have the both of two worlds in one?
And listen, just for those of you that suffer with gut issues, especially if you've got IBS, right? When you are looking for an alcohol to consume, as Slee pointed out, gins are one of the healthier options. Your white spirits will always trump your brown spirits because of the sugar content, as well as brown spirits are often made with wheat, which can be an extra irritant to your gut lining. So far there's many a point in gin's favor. In gin's favor. So I am familiar with the classic GNT, right, which is a straight up gin, which we usually enjoy with a tonic.
And soda water if you don't want it, because sometimes the tonic will have that sweetness in it. So if someone just wants it like a very more dry gin and tonic, then you can use soda water with it as well.
And then I'm assuming a little bit of cucumber, maybe a slice of cucumber just to freshen it up?
Cucumber, but I will most likely use a lime or a lemon.
Okay.
I know the cucumber is usually used, but usually when you put into a gin, it kind of overpowers the gin. So that's why sometimes when you're doing your refreshments of waters, you can do like a mint and a cucumber, because it kind of gives that cucumber mint flavor with it. But now if you put that in the gin, if you put it in the gin, it will kind of overpower the gin. So I say this, so some gins maybe they do need that, but Mzansi Gin doesn't need any overpowering.
So tell us a little bit more about Mzansi Gin.
Yes.
Why Mzansi Gin?
Okay, so Mzansi Gin, so this has been a dream of mine.
Yeah.
I think just growing up, I'm from KwaZulu-Natal, from KZN, and part of our culture is when you have a ceremony or a celebration of some sort, you will open a white spirit, or you keep a white spirit bottle for ancestors, and it was always bottles of white spirits of some people that some villagers couldn't even pronounce.
Yes.
This is something kind of now, fast forward 30 years later, kind of resonated with me, like how about actually having a brand that celebrates our diversity, and not just diversity as as a rainbow nation, but also that it celebrates women.
Yes.
We don't really see a lot of women in this industry, so I was like, why not? Let's kind of shake the status quo a little bit and have the male run for their money. A wink, wink. we still want the men to support the brand, but so that's kind of how Mzansi started. And it started as a kind of a joke. This is my first baby.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
And from the first bottle that I bottled, I got a lot of feedback, really amazing feedback, and people were like, it's amazing, it's smooth, it is triple distilled, by the way, so that's why it's so smooth. You can just have it with your tonic and what was your alcohol.
Okay.
So with all that feedback, for me it was like, oh, let's see what happens. Let me try another variant, and then let's have more of a South African botanicals, like your rooibos. Rooibos you find it only in South Africa.
Yes.
Like the marula fruit, you find the marula fruit only in South Africa. So that's how I kind of branched out to having more variants that actually celebrate South Africa.
Yes.
As we
fantastic is
branch
that?
out into the continent.
Because we see so many global brands on our shelves. So it really is amazing to actually come across a woman-owned brand
Yeah.
that celebrates not only her culture, but also the ingredients that's available abundantly.
Yeah, which is very, I love how you said it's so abundant. It is, yeah.
No, it's abundant, and we tend to ignore the things that's in front of us because we always get distracted by the shiny objects, the trendy things and things. So it's so fantastic. And when I look at your different labels here, I can see there's some fynbos, love.
Yes.
There's citrus flavors. I see marula, which is amazing.
And you're gonna love it. It's so smooth, Candace. It's so dangerous because it's so smooth, and you don't need to mask it with other
things.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Or what you might call the unhealthier way, because you're trying to mask the alcohol.
Yes.
You actually can just have it with soda water, and you kind of fresh fruits in it, which enhance the botanicals and give that original fruit.
Yes.
That's not going for artificials, additives that you might want to spice up your drink.
Yes.
So with the Mzansi, it's just a fun in the bottle with your tonic and your
And you're ready to go. And you're ready to go. So
Yes.
one thing I want to touch on there, that Slee said this gin is very easy to drink. It's actually too easy to drink. So the one thing we must remember, guys, have a healthy-ish cocktail, but practice moderation.
Yes,
okay?
absolutely.
It's all about moderation.
100%. So what I will add on that as well is, it's festive season, we want to have fun, and we might really go a little over. So yes, moderation is key. And also just between your drinks, just have a little bit of water,
Yes.
to hydrate yourself and to also just keep the balance.
Yes.
So you have your cocktail, 1, 2, and then you'll have a glass of water, just still enjoying and having a great time.
Is there a specific time of day when gin is best enjoyed?
Is that a trick question?
It's 12 o'clock somewhere, right?
Thank you. Exactly. But I say you can have gin anytime. So I have the rooibos gin, so you can have it as your iced tea. And I put it in high tea. So you can have, instead of having mimosas,
Yes.
you can have actually a high tea gin.
Right, so now I don't want to say which gin I'm already leaning to, but I love rooibos.
You have an iced tea, Candace, with your brunch.
Iced tea. So if you want to avoid some of those guilty feelings, reframe what you're calling the drink so it becomes iced tea, so then you don't feel as guilty.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe on that note, you can show us how to put together one or two of your cocktails.
Yes,
What are we going to be starting with?
So we will do the rooibos. We'll do the iced tea, high tea.
Okay.
Excuse my fingers and my hands. But if you're making it at home, so you can just kind of
Oh, natural.
Yeah.
Make sure your hands are clean.
Yes, and it's alcohol, 43% alcohol. So
it gets rid of germs.
basically.
But still, hygiene, guys.
Yes, we wash our hands.
We wash our hands.
Yes. So we will add a little bit of ice. Just want to waving. So add a little bit of ice, and we will do a double.
Okay, so we're doing a double shot of
Yes.
gin.
You must always do a double. Like, come on. Singles, like, no.
She's saying singles are for the birds, guys.
No.
Please have a single. You know yourself. You know yourself.
Just enjoy your double. Don't tell Candace. And a little bit of lime juice.
Okay, some lime
yes,
juice.
your lime juice kind of enhances your botanicals in the drink. Since we're making the iced tea, I will just go ahead and put a little bit of peach in there.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's
and
lovely.
yes, and you can just have your rooibos
Yes.
with your tonic.
Yes.
If you want to make it more of a cocktail,
Yeah.
you can also just brew, take your peaches
Yeah.
and blend them
Yeah.
and put your rooibos tea. You can brew your rooibos tea, any flavor that you like. So now there's different flavors. There's red raspberry, there's peach
Yes.
rooibos tea. You can brew that, maybe 2 cups of it, and put your chopped up peaches in it and blend that, and you can actually add that into your drink, which is what
so
you
it
get
becomes almost
here.
like a syrup.
Yes.
Oh, that's
but
amazing.
exactly, but you're not adding any sugars in it. It's just your natural peach fruit that you blend with your actual brewed rooibos tea. Or maybe
Fantastic.
any tea, but rooibos tea is perfect because firstly it has no, doesn't have any caffeine in it.
There's no caffeine in it,
Exactly. So
yeah.
you're really just drinking a natural
Yes.
in a glass,
Yeah.
basically. Yes.
And I think the point of these cocktails really is to keep it as natural and sugar-free as possible. So we want to avoid any sort of store-bought mixes. You know, we all love and we know those pina coladas, pre-mixes on the shelves, the watermelon, all of those things are delicious but packed with sugars. So one way to sort of avoid that is to DIY it and make it yourself. That's how you can control the sugar content and make more mindful choices.
So I just added a bit of rosemary in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if you like mint, you can put mint. Also just a lime, just crack it a little bit so it kind of infuses it out the lemon juice. And there's your drink. So if you like mint, you can add mint to the rosemary.
What I'm going to taste is like you made it because this looks botanical and healthy-ish.
It's very healthy.
It smells amazing. And look at this lovely glass.
Enjoy.
Can you see the little African print? I like that. Okay, let's have a little taste. Oh gosh, that is delicious.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is yummy. That is so refreshing, so light, and you definitely don't feel like you're drinking any alcohol. So
Yeah, it's that triple distilling there.
Just-
that
just
makes
a-
it
just
very,
do a
very
second,
smooth.
just to confirm, the first,
Yes.
oh no, that's
Can
lovely.
you taste the tea in there? Can you taste
You can
the
taste the
Yeah,
tea.
yeah.
And what's coming through very strongly is actually the herbal flavor from the
Nice,
rosemary.
nice. Yeah.
And I like that kind of thing. So for me, it's quite earthy, not too sweet, and that's what I like. Some people would maybe prefer the mint,
Yeah.
just to lift that
Yes.
tea a little bit,
Yeah.
especially to offset the lime.
yes, yes.
Because it can be a little bit bitter.
Yeah.
But I am a dry girly, so this is perfect for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I also like it actually without the mint because for me the mint becomes a little too minty.
Too minty.
Yeah. But
You
if you,
leave that
some
there
people
for
love
visual
mint, so
Yes.
if you love mint, then it's absolutely perfect. So also you can actually get like a jug, like a
Yeah.
pitcher, if you're having like a few friends over. Just put your fruit in, make it more like a sangria.
Yes.
Put your fruit in there, put your few maybe a quarter of a bottle, and you add your brewed tea
Yeah.
and your tonic water or your soda water in there, and just maybe throw in blueberries in there, and just then just let it sit there in your your liter or whatever container that you have, and when your friends come over, they just help themselves and pour.
They help themselves and
Yes.
pour. It sounds fantastic. You're giving me so many good ideas. And I'm sure that it's going to look stunning
Yes.
on your table.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just don't put the ice in it because then it will dilute it before your guests enjoy the drink.
Okay.
So have the ice on the side. They just scoop the ice into the glass and then they pour their
Yeah.
drinks.
And then you're sipping, you're keeping it demure, okay? You're keeping it very cutesy.
Yeah.
We're not guzzling anything, guys. Because again, it
Guzzle,
comes
guzzle.
down to we want to enjoy ourselves, But we definitely want to practice moderation,
Yeah.
have so slips, and just enjoy and savor
Yeah.
the gin and the
Absolutely.
good company of your
Yes,
friends.
absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah. Let's have another one.
Is that good, huh?
That's fantastic, and I think what makes a difference is the ingredients that you're choosing
Yes.
and the freshness of it. So quality will
Yes.
definitely impact your drinking
Absolutely.
experience.
Absolutely.
So choose fresh ingredients,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Cool. So what else have you got for us?
Christmassy, thinking maybe we have like a red drink kind
Okay.
of, and that would be perfect with the marula. We can do the marula or the citrus. We will make. I think I'll make the marula
Make the
one.
marula one. Make the marula
so,
one.
so for the citrusy one, we will just put the ice in a shaker. Because we're making it in a small glass. But if you don't have a shaker, you can still just put your ice in a glass and just put your alcohol in there and your cranberry juice, a little bit of lime and strawberries and a little bit of lime, and there you have it.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob is a uncle. Poor Bob.
Poor Bob. Poor Bob. Now, marula is a very popular fruit, and it's inspired many an alcoholic drink in
Yes.
South Africa. We've seen it in creams. We're seeing it now in gin. I
Yes.
think I've seen vodka before. And we get marula oil. So really versatile
Lime in there.
fruits.
Yes. And so then we'll put like a shot of cranberry juice.
Okay. Luckily, you'll be doing this at home, so she's showing you real case scenarios.
And you have your ice in there, and you can actually just, if you don't have a shaker, if you have like a coffee on the go container, you can still use that.
Your smoothie.
Yeah, exactly. Or smoothie
Yeah.
shaker thingy.
Yeah.
You just put it in your shaker and do a dance.
Look at you actually working out your arms. Really the whole time.
Alright, okay, and then again, you don't need to really have like a fancy glass.
But it gives it a sense of occasion.
Exactly. There we go.
Strawberry.
Yes, you can use a strawberry or you can
Ooh.
use
How lovely would that look as welcome drinks? You're having Christmas dinner, Christmas Eve maybe, New Year's Eve.
and then just your lime in there. So you can have your, you can have the pills, just gonna ring it a little bit, and then just put it on the rim of the glass, or you can just let it be inside your glass.
For an extra
And
touch.
there you
Okay,
have
lovely.
that.
How's my job today? Okay.
That looks amazing,
So
doesn't
that
it?
looks amazing, just so that everyone can see. It does look, the smell is so good.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Dangerously
Wow.
good.
It really smells so delicious.
So you can instead of using strawberries, you can also use cranberries. Cranberries will also be really good to actually add
Hello
in there.
guys. I don't know how old the viewers are, all over 18.
Yes.
But back in my day, we had Sex in the City. So it was all about cosmopolitan.
Yes.
Very Sex and the City. This is giving cosmopolitan with a
Vibes,
twist.
yes.
Hey?
The Mzansi Gin.
I love that. That
And
is
does the marula gin kind of comes out, or
You
you
know,
really
you-
can't taste because it's like really smooth and it blends nicely with your mixing with your.
I think when you're taking the first sip, you definitely get that fruity
Yes,
of the marula,
yes.
and then it sort of settles, and the cranberry, because
Yes.
cranberry is quite intense flavors, so the cranberry sort of takes over
Yes, yes.
after that. But when you first sip it, then you definitely get that hint of marula, and you're like, oh, that's tropical. No wonder elephants like it.
Let me take another sip.
Let's take another sip. Oh, that's super delicious. So you've given us two very good drinks here. So those are two fantastic drinks options. And then, of course, if you want to avoid any of the sugar completely, then the best option would be to just have your
The
soda water.
Yeah, you can just use the soda water. And I mean, you have some fruits in you have sugar in your fruits,
Mhm.
but it's not artificial sugar.
Yes.
So if you were to use the fruits or you blend the fruits, you will still have the sweetness in there, which is actually will complement the soda water. It won't be a bland drink, for a little bit better word. It will
Okay.
still be very cocktaily because
Yes.
of the sweetness from the fruit. from your natural sugars.
That is amazing. And can you just tell me, for anyone who maybe doesn't like lime or doesn't have access to lime, is lemon still a good?
Lemon is perfect. For you, most of the drinks that I make, I usually use lemons, but lime is in season, I think.
Okay.
I put a nice big lime, so it was perfect. But lemons are perfect. Oranges, oh my gosh, you can actually cut up an orange and put it in this
In
one.
your citrus one.
The citrus one, and the rooibos one.
Those flavors would work really
Yes,
well
and
together.
the rooibos one, you can actually put your orange in there.
Okay.
And you can also put your grapefruit with this one.
So what I'm hearing is, don't overthink it.
No.
Look for what's in season, what's available,
Yeah.
and you can use anything you want.
Anything. So like lime is citrusy, right? So you use anything that is under the citrus family. You know, your grapefruits, your oranges, your lemons. You know, that all falls under your citrus family. So whatever you have at home, just
Which Mzansi Gin is your favorite? If you had to choose one fighter for the season,
This is not fair. That's saying which is your best child.
who's your favorite? Choose a favorite. Every mother has a favorite.
Right. So this was my first baby, right? But now,
The marula.
yeah.
The marula. Why is marula your favorite one?
It's really. I mean, they both put 3%. They all triple distilled, but the marula has that fruity with it. You know, the famously it's grass. You know, it's African woodworm, and it's rosemary's in there. So it's very like even though it's a citrus, but it's an herb. You know, with boho in it. So it's more of an herb. Yes, this is very good. You have more of an herb gin, and this is more like a girl vibe.
I got you.
Fruity.
I got you. Like you're having a good time and summer. Everyone's feeling high.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's more situational.
It is such situational.
So I hear what you're saying. Have all the options.
Yes.
So that depending on the situation
Yeah.
and your mood,
Yeah,
you'll go
so
for the
have all
specific
of
flavor.
them basically. And on that note, we actually also have 420 gin, which is cannabis infused.
Guys, now you're layering on layering. Stay away from that, please. Now you're layering on layering, below layering.
It's cannabis, which is healthy, very
I
healthy.
mean, it's grass.
It's a healthy part of the herb.
It's a healthy part of the herb. Okay, so that's quite a selection. I think, where do people find the selection? If people wanted to go out and buy and experience this incredible local gin, guys, I can't tell you, the back of this label, literally all the things that we constantly tell you to consume from a herbal and spicing type of view is in here.
Yeah.
African wormwood is a big thing.
Yes.
Geranium I use in my
Yeah.
skincare, it's amazing. Rooibos we know, buchu we know is fantastic.
Very good.
So I can see
Yeah.
from the label that like it's really it's fortifying. I'm not going to go so far as to make health claims and health benefits. We won't go that far.
It's a
But-
gin, of course it's healthy.
But-
In moderation.
But in terms of alcohols and the impact that it will have on your body, just based on the ingredients list alone, this would be my top choice for any sort of celebration that you want to have. So if you're going to have a gin this season,
Mzansi Gin,
I would make
baby.
Mzansi Gin, baby. So you were saying people can find you.
Yes, so we are online. We have a store online, the Conscious Tribe. You
The Conscious Tribe.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Conscious Tribe. Please find us there. If you also go on our social media, Mzansi Gin on Facebook, Mzansi Gin on Instagram, and Mzansi Spirits on TikTok. I'm not covering
Spirits.
all of them social
All
media.
the platforms. Basically,
Getting
just
there.
search for Mzansi Gin, and I'm sure you'll pop up.
Yes, and you
Mzansi
can order via that platform, or you can go online. On our website, also the website, which is www.obonato.distillery. That was very
www.obonatodistillery.co.za www.stopdrinkinggin.during-working-hours.co.za
There were so many do's there. I
So many
don't know how we got in there.
So people, you heard it here first. Slee from Mzansi showed us some amazing cocktails to enjoy for a healthy-ish festive summer season. Locally made, locally inspired.
Yes.
Support local businesses. Support your gut. Support your body by making healthier alcohol choices. And let's just have a great festive season. That's all.
Yes.
That's all. We're not trying to be fun-free, but we're trying to have a healthy-ish season. And I hope that I've shown you some amazing ways to still enjoy yourself without going completely off kilter. So thank you so much for your
thank you.
time.
Okay, this was
and for
fun.
showing me all the amazing options. I'll definitely be dipping into.
Yeah.
You've converted me, I feel like, from the rooibos to the marula. But yeah, I think I will definitely be showing off. So follow me on social media. I'll be sharing more of my cocktails that I make over the season as well using Mzansi Gin. So follow me online and just keep your eye on the prize. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.